Good morning and welcome back to another show with Knits and Stitches. My name is Nona and today I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction, kind of tell you a little bit about myself and how I got into knitting and crocheting. So grab some coffee and let's get started. So how I got into knitting and crocheting. Now, as far as the knitting, I mainly do loom knitting for the simple fact I just picked it up one day and I got into making a bunch of hats and things like that, and eventually increased on different things that I was trying to make. About myself, my name is Nona. Me and my husband, we run a trucking business over the road, and I kind of was looking for something to give me a hobby or something to do on my free time, besides doing paperwork all the time, stuff like that. If you run a business, you definitely know how busy that can be. But I wanted something different to do with my spare time that I would enjoy. And one day I was on watching YouTube videos and somehow came across a few videos on loom knitting. And a lot of the different things that people were making on these videos, it really kind of inspired me. And so I went over to Michael's and I bought my first loom set. And I started kind of playing around with it, watching different videos, learning different stitches, things like that. And before I knew it, I was creating things. And it inspired me to keep going forward and making different designs, different stitches, kind of learning that kind of stuff. So it really inspired me to learn more and more, and I just kept going and watching videos and learning different things. I have joined a few clubs, which will do another video on that also, kind of review of the yarns and things like that, kind of what I feel about the clubs, or what I like, what I don't like. So I have, several looms that I work with. I started this back in, I believe, August of last year. And of course, my first hat, that wasn't something to talk about. When I first started doing the stitches, I was doing them too far apart. I wasn't doing them tight enough. And I just kind of kept going, kept practicing, and kind of getting a little better on making it look more handmade, professionally handmade, I guess I want to say. It might not be using the right word. Really sorry about the lighting in this room. It's just a little dark in here and I'm not quite sure why. So anyways, again, that's kind of a little bit about myself. Knitting and crocheting. I started with the loom knitting. I did that for a couple months and kind of wanted to get into crocheting also. Kind of learn the different hook sizes, different size yarn, cotton compared to acrylic, things like that. So I just kind of started playing around with both of them and was amazed with some of the stuff that I was actually coming up with from my own stitches and putting all the stitches that I learned together into one pattern. It's pretty amazing. If you are new to loom knitting, please watch a lot of the videos out there. I will be doing some on my own channel, kind of teach you different ways of doing a hat, a scarf. We'll kind of start with the basics, mainly for the beginners, kind of get you out there and get you a feel of it, see if it's something you really like, and then we'll move into the intermediate stitches and things like that. So as you guys can see, I'm actually home right now. We're taking a few days off, kind of get caught up on some stuff around the house. And I'm going to do another video here shortly, kind of show you around my craft room / office, go over some of the looms that I use, things like that. So thank you all for stopping by today. This is just a little short video to kind of introduce myself and how I got into loom knitting. I appreciate each and every one of you, and you have a wonderful Saturday morning and enjoy that cup of coffee.